Good afternoon. This call is number 2025-8812 in the interest of Ollie Ivory. All parties and witnesses, please raise your right hands to be sworn. You solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes.
All right, ma'am, please state your name and your relationship to the child.
Natisha Ivory, and I'm his mother.
All right, and representing the Attorney General, State of Texas.
Kavita Sharma, Your Honor.
Court will note that the non-custodial parent is Aaron Smith. Mr. Smith was personally served on October 19th, 2022 at 5:11 p.m. at 2975 Crockett Street in Beaumont, Jefferson County, Texas. And he's not filed an answer or made an appearance?
No, sir.
He was given further notice of this Zoom hearing by certified mail. Return receipt requested that was delivered December 19th. And he is not checked in, is that correct?
Correct, Your Honor.
We'll proceed by default.
Yes, Judge. I would like to call Miss Natasha Williams. Miss
Okay.
Williams, where are you currently employed?
The Office of the Attorney General Child Support Division.
And what is your position at the Office of the Attorney General?
I'm a child support officer.
And what are your duties as a child support officer?
One of my duties as a child support officer is to investigate non-custodial parent wage information and calculate guideline support in accordance to the Texas Family Code.
And do you also calculate retroactive child support?
Yes.
And have you calculated guideline child support and retroactive support in this matter?
Yes.
Can you please share your calculations?
Sure. I have confirmed that Mr. Smith is employed with foundation building materials, earning a gross of $7,467.49, with medical support being set at $336 per month. 20% of his net of $5,562.34 will leave child support at $1,112 per month beginning February 1st, 2023.
Thank you, Ms. Williams. Is that the end of your calculations?
For the current child support, for the retroactive child support from October 29th of 2018 and today, January 25th, 2023, the total retroactive child support judgment is $40,306 with a recommended payout of $252 per month beginning February 1st, 2023.
Thank you, Ms. Williams. Judge, I pass this witness.
All right, Ms. Ivory, you have any questions of Ms. Williams?
No, sir.
All right, may she be excused, Ms. Sharma?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you're excused, Ms. Williams. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes, ma'am.
And I'd like to call the mother, Miss Natisha Ivory, next.
All right.
Miss Ivory, how many children are here before the court?
Excuse me?
How many children do you have with Mr. Smith?
4.
And we're here today only for Ollie, is that correct?
Correct.
And how old is Ollie?
4.
And you're asking the court to name Mr. Smith as the biological father of Ollie, is that correct?
Correct.
And is it possible that anyone else could be the father of Ollie?
No, ma'am.
And are you asking the court to appoint you and Mr. Smith as joint conservators?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
And are you asking the court to also do a standard visitation, which is the first, third, and fifth weekend, including holidays?
Yes, ma'am.
And would you like pickup and drop off to be at your home?
Yes, ma'am.
And you and Mr. Smith have 3 other children together, but from what I understand, Mr. Smith is not currently under a court order to pay support for those 3 children. Is that right?
Yes, that's correct.
And how is your child covered under health insurance? Through you or through Mr. Smith?
Me.
And are you telling the court that you agree to maintain the health insurance for your child?
Yes. Yes,
And
ma'am.
are you asking the court to set cash medical support to begin on February 1 in the amount of $336.
Yes, ma'am.
And you agree, Ms. Ivory, to pay any uncovered health costs equally with Mr. Smith, is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
And you are asking the court to set current child support as $1,112 also to begin on February 1st, 2023?
Yes, ma'am.
And since Ollie has been born October 29th of 2018, has Mr. Smith provided any direct financial support?
Yes,
How much direct financial support?
$1,000.
And you have given him credit and with that $1,000 credit, you're asking the court to set back child support in the amount of $40,306?
Yes,
And are you asking the court to set a payout toward that judgment in the amount of $252 also to begin on February 1?
yes, ma'am.
And do you have any information of where Mr. Smith is currently employed?
The foundation building materials.
Thank you. And have you read and signed this order today, believing it's in the best interest of your child?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Ms. Ivory, Judge, I pass this witness.
Court will approve the order as submitted. Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Ivory, you're free to disconnect. Have a good day.
All right, thank you.
This cause 2022-15758 in the interest of Carter Williams. All parties and witnesses, please raise your right hand to be sworn. You solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do.
All right, ma'am, please state your name and your relationship to the child.
My name's Jacqueline White, and I'm the custodial parent.
All
The
right,
mother.
and representing the State of Texas Attorney General's office.
Kavita Sharma.
Court will note that Trishawn Anthony Williams is the non-custodial parent. Mr. Williams was personally served on April 15th, 2022 at 1:08 p.m. at 5619 Aldine Bender Road, apartment 2688, 268P in Houston, Harris County, Texas. And he's not filed an answer or made an appearance. Is that correct, Ms. Sharman?
That's correct, Your Honor.
We'll proceed by default.
Yes, Judge, I would like to call the mother, Ms. Jacqueline White.
All right.
Ms. White, we're here for your child, Carter. And can you please tell the court who is Carter's father?
Deshaun Williams.
And Ms. White, is it possible that another person could be the father during the time of conception?
No, ma'am.
And are you asking the court to name Mr. Williams as Carter's father?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you also asking the court to appoint both you and Mr. Williams as joint conservators?
Yes, ma'am.
And does Carter live with you?
Yes, ma'am.
And you're asking the court to allow you to continue to maintain the primary residence in Harris or contiguous counties?
Yes, ma'am.
And when was the last time Mr. Williams had contact with your child?
About 1.5 years, 2 years ago.
And how old is your child currently?
8.
And are you asking the court to set a modified visits because for the child to get to know the father beginning for 3 periods? I'm sorry,
Yes.
modified visits with 3 phases of each period?
Yes.
And then after that, you would like the standard visits on the 1st, 3rd, and 5th weekend, including holidays?
Correct.
Okay, and where would pickup and drop off be?
My home.
And do you have any information on where Mr. Williams is currently employed?
No, ma'am.
You have
Okay.
an order on the other case? Oh. Go ahead, sir.
Thank you. And Ms. Williams, I'm sorry, Ms. White, do you know if Mr. Williams has any other children?
I believe he does have another son.
Thank you. And how is your child covered under health insurance?
Through me.
Is that an Okay. And are you asking the court to set cash medical support in the amount of $56, which, Ms. White, is based on minimum wage because we don't have any employment information for Mr. Williams?
Mm-hmm.
And are you asking the court to allow those payments to begin February 1?
Yes, ma'am.
And Ms. White, you also agree to pay half of any uncovered health costs?
Yes, ma'am.
And as far as current child support, are you asking the court to order Mr. Williams pay $190 each month beginning February 1?
Yes, ma'am.
And since March 15th of 2018 until today, January 25th, has Mr. Williams provided any financial support to you for the child?
No, ma'am.
And are you asking the court to set retroactive child support also based on minimum wage in the amount of $11,210?
Yes, ma'am.
And Ms. White, do you believe that a fair payout toward that judgment would be $75 a month to begin February 1?
Yes, ma'am.
And have you reviewed and signed this order today?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Judge. I pass this witness.
Court will approve the order submitted. Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. White, you are free to go.
Thank you.
Okay, Ms. Sharma, you're handling the Payton case?
Yes, Judge.
All right, this is call number 2020-74213 in the interest of Gabrielle Payton. All parties and witnesses, please raise your right hands to be sworn. Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Mr. Simpson, are you there? Mr. Simpson, can you hear me?
Hello, can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, now
Okay.
raise your right hand to be sworn. Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
All right, ma'am, please state your name and your relationship to the child.
Kadrina Payton, custodial parent.
Okay, mother. And
Yes.
Mr. Simpson, please state your name and your relationship to the child.
Lonnie Simpson.
You have a relationship with the child?
No, sir. I don't have no, sir. I don't have a relationship with the child. No, sir.
All right, they're representing the state of Texas Attorney General's office.
Evita Sharma for the state.
Ms. Sharma, we've got a petition to establish parent-child relationship. What are we doing today?
Yes, Judge. Mr. Simpson and Ms. Payton have both agreed to genetic testing of the child, and we have a reset date of April 18th. The only issue is that Mr. Simpson is unable to sign the reset form because he does not have access to an email. So we just wanted to have it on the record that he agrees to come back to court and agrees to appear for genetic testing as scheduled.
All right, what is the reset date? April 19th?
April 18th, Your Honor.
18th?
Yes, sir.
Write that down.
All right, then DNA testing is ordered and the case is reset to April 18th, 2023. Anything further?